And salutations, my moon children. It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I'm here, my love muffins, my moon children, to go over this new moon in Aquarius, but also what we can really expect from Aquarius season. So you guys already know when I come face to face that it's serious, that it's important, and I need to look you in your eyes, honey, and give you this tea and give you this download that Spirit gave me, guys. So we had a new moon in Aquarius. We know that we have entered into Aquarius season. And not only that, this new moon in Aquarius was the first moon of 2020. Like, it's just, we're welcoming, we're excited about it. However, being that it is the first moon of 2020, what I just feel on an intuitive level, that there are a lot of expectation. This new moon in Aquarius and just where we're headed from that point on, okay? Because I just really want to talk about Aquarius season, because these energies and what you're going to be experiencing, we know that we had an eclipse which closed out a lot of cycles, okay? Which, you know, help us lay some things to rest within ourselves. There is so much deliciousness around this new moon in Aquarius in this Aquarius season, because it's asking us to go within. It is asking a beautiful question. This new moon in Aquarius and also this Aquarius season and where our life is headed as a collective is, what are you willing to do to be happy? And that question should be a no-brainer. I'm pretty sure a lot of things came to your mind when I asked that question. Ask yourself, what are you willing to do to be happy? This is what this new moon in Aquarius and this Aquarius season is asking us. What are you willing to do to be happy? Now, that question, now that you have probably, you know, situations have been showing up in your life that has been asking you that question. Now, it's one thing to say what it is that you need to do or to answer this question. It's another thing to walk that path. And this is what this new moon in Aquarius is asking us to do. Not just say it, but to walk that path, to embody our truth, because that is what Aquarius is all about. The starseed, the weirdo, you know, the alien, the one that is authentic to their self and who they are. So when you ask this question, and this question can show up in different forms. It doesn't have to be, you know, this question exactly, but just things that are happening in your life, these ideas that you're getting in your heart, in your mind. When you're saying that, you know, I want love, then what are you willing to do? Are you willing to go within yourself? Are you willing to heal? Are you willing to let go of patterns or situations or things that, you know, aren't really healthy for you? Are you willing to look at that in yourself? Because right now, everyone and everything is a mirror. What that mirror is reflecting back to you is, what are you willing to do to be happy? And then not only is it asking you this question to think about it, but to also take the inner steps, like take the guidance that you're getting within and actually moving forth. And that can be scary, okay? That can be, you know, it's one thing to say, I want this, is another thing to actually go to pursue this or actually take the steps within yourself to achieve it. It's a whole nother story. When you say you want success, are you willing to do, you know, what it is that's required of you for success? Are you willing to give up procrastination? Are you willing to give up laziness? Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone? These are the questions that you're being asked when it comes to, you know, let me see. What are you willing to do to be happy? You know, there are certain people, places, things that maybe you're indulging in or you're around that is just not good for you, you know? So, these are the things that are surrounding this new moon in Aquarius and also this Aquarius season. And when you think about this question, what are you willing to do to be happy? It's a beautiful question. It holds the energy of just so much beauty and so much deliciousness. But I don't want you to be blindsided, because it's not only are you willing to take the steps that you're being guided, are you willing to take action? Are you willing to be in your truth? Because this is one of the things that Spirit gave me. It said, what are you willing to do to be happy? Let's just sit with that and really let that question marinate on your heart, because this is a time and a season that is going to require you to stand in your authentic truth. And when I say that it's going to require you to stand in your authentic truth, sorry guys, my godson is asleep right over there. I say that because to really pursue the desires of your hearts, to really go after what makes you happy, that requires you to be in alignment with your truth. And that truth can be a little scary because sometimes I always like to say you can't heal what you hide. Okay? And just say, like, if there's some things that might show up in your life, some tough decisions that you have to make, some places that you have to go, some people that you have to go around, some people that you have to let go of, some things and some beliefs within yourself that you have to move away from, to really stand and be in your authentic truth. This is what this new moon in Aquarius is asking us. And though it is so beautiful to go after, what the desires of your hearts and the things that make you happy, at the same time, can you imagine all of those triggers that may come up, the fear of actually going after what it is that you want, or actually looking within yourself and saying, wow, I had one of those moments because, I was like, I'm just so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. I just want to lay down. I just want to go to sleep. I'll do such and such later. That was my thing today. Lo and behold, I had got down, got in the bed, got my little book, sipping my tea, about to call it a night, okay? And I got a text. Boom. You know where I'm going with this, right? I got a text, and it was from a person that I genuinely wanted to see. I genuinely wanted to I'm not sleeping anymore. Let's get up and let's get dressed. And needless to say, I didn't see this person. And I could have been like, oh my God. But in my heart, I felt like there was a bigger lesson than what played out, because, the beautiful K Moon made a post on her channel, and it was crazy because when I experienced this and when I seen her say this, I was like, wow, I really experienced that. But I realized that it wasn't about the person, because here it is, I'm so tired, I'm so sleepy. Though I want success, there are some things that I need to do. However, I was just so tired, I was so sleepy, so I wanted to lay back down. But as soon as this other thing, texted me, I was like, yes, okay, I'm up, I'm ready. But I was just so sleepy and tired about something that truly, truly fuels me and is everything to me. And I had to realize that if I can make the time and the effort and not give excuses to that, then why am I making excuses and not giving the effort to what really is going to grow me and what's really beautiful and all of that? Not saying that situation, that person isn't amazing, but you get what I'm saying? There has to be a balance. Come on, what are you willing to do to be happy? I know that this thing makes me happy, but yet I was so tired. Where is it? And that's something that, instead of looking at a person or a situation and blaming them, use it as a mirror to look at yourself. Also, what you're going to see in this Aquarius season, and for the things that make you happy, the desires of your heart, you have to be willing to take the risks, the risks of opening up. So everything that you truly desire, you truly want, okay? There's a risk, and that risk is you being vulnerable. That risk is you embodying the full energy. One of the cards that I pulled as I was getting ready and just seeing Spirit, shuffling the cards and saging just to see what Spirit was going to say. And what the two cards that came out was the Fool card, but first it was a Four of Swords. So I asked Spirit, what's going on, Fool? What is this? Aquarius season, this new moon Aquarius is going to bring to us. And Spirit is going to bring you the clarity and what it is that you need to move forward, to really embody the Fool's energy. And of course, the Fool packs light. The Fool is on a journey. The Fool is on a mission, okay? Not everything, everyone, and every belief in every situation can go with you. So I feel like, you know, whatever was you were unknown about, like, like, is this person, should I move here? Should I stay there? Should I try this business? Should I go after this job? Like, what to do? It's going to be, you're going to get clear on what it is that you need to do. Okay. So now we are going to go ahead and get into the cards, and I'll be right back. And y'all see me, you see I'm serving you realness, okay? Aquarius, authentic. I was in meditation. The root chakra came up. The heart chakra came up. The solar plex came up. And the sacral chakra came up. I feel like in your root chakra, you may see a lot of triggers or things come up, you know, that it might be hard to coast through a little. Okay, fix the hair. It may be hard to coast through a little just because your foundation is being tested. It's changing. So you can really be happy. Moving away from, be it people, places, things, beliefs, how you do things. Okay. Also, your sacral chakra, that's your creativity, that's your spiritual, a lot of activity in that chakra, because I feel like there's a great awakening happening. Even if you are already awakened, I feel like everyone is on a collective scale going into a new season, going into a new journey, a new level in their spiritual journey. Am I saying that right? Y'all know what I mean. And here we are. We're going to go ahead and get started. Get into the cards. So here's the thing, my love, my friends. As I was getting ready to do this reading, I was saging. This is the only card that came out. And the question that I asked, what is this new moon in Aquarius and this Aquarius season? What is it centered around? And more importantly, what is it going to bring to our lives? What is this new moon in Aquarius and this Aquarius season bringing into our life? And this card flipped out, y'all. And I kid you not, I wanted to do it on camera. But when this card flipped out, I was like, you got to be kidding me, because it is just so cheesy. I mean, I couldn't be more. You know how spirit do sometimes. Look. We have, I live in truth. What is Aquarius all about? Being authentic, aligning with your truth. And with this card, just on an intuitive level, what I'm getting, what this new moon in Aquarius is bringing into your life is opportunities for you to stand up, for you to rise. I feel like this Aquarius season is giving you the opportunity to align with your truth, because aligning with your truth is how the desires of your heart find you. Literally, Spirit just gave me that. I know it kind of rhymes, but literally Spirit just gave me that. And here's the thing about truth. I live in truth, not just living in truth, but this is what has helped me be open-minded and has really shifted my perspective and really changed my mind. What this new moon in Aquarius is really going to help you embody is to be okay with your truth. Even if your truth doesn't look like Tori's truth, Sam's truth, Jackie's truth, Jill's truth, you know, whatever that truth is, it's really going to, this Aquarius season is really going to help you embody that truth, to stand in that truth. Allow your truth to rise. I'm probably going to mess this up, but if you're into yoga, you know, like Kundalini, I don't really know. But when I see the serpent, and you see how this serpent is blue, okay? And even a mix of purple, I'm dealing with your spiritual truth. Everything that is true to you, how you view relationships, what's true to you when it comes to your finances and career. Because what's true to me and what I feel like is an amazing plan, it might not look like that to somebody else, but it doesn't dispute your truth. You get what I'm saying? Everybody has truth. Is it the truth that gets you to the desires of your heart is the question. One of the things that I realized, even when it comes to relationships, which have really helped me to, be open-minded and realize that I used to get so mad at my ex-partners, or I used to get so mad, when I would extend my love and they didn't reciprocate it or, give it back, when in reality, not everybody's love language is the same. Not everybody views love through the same lens. Not everybody views success through the same lens. So what this Aquarius season is really going to help you do is to embody your truth, and not only embody your truth, but be proud of your truth. Allow your truth to rise, even if it's shunned upon, like people automatically place snakes as something evil, something negative, something not good for you. You know what I'm saying? The rep that snakes have, and to me, it's like, this snake is blue and maybe you have been, hiding your truth or compressing it or not really honoring yourself just because you're afraid that it might not be accepted, that it might not work through, that it might go left. One of the things that, really, I want to say in this eclipse that I really came, the fear that I faced head on, and y'all, I ate that shit. When I say I ate that love muffins, I ate it. And that is, rejection no longer has a hold on me. I no longer fear rejection. So many opportunities presented themselves to me, to really conquer that lesson, to conquer that fear of rejection. It no longer holds me captive anymore. And when I, embody that truth, when I had that experience, so many things shifted and changed. And I feel like this is what this new moon in Aquarius is going to do for you. Whenever you're watching this, it don't matter, whenever you're seeing this video, this is a call from your soul, from your heart. All the arrows are pointing for you to align, for you to live in your truth, no matter what that truth is, no matter what it looks like to anybody else. This is why I don't downplay different religions, Muslim, be it Christianity, even though y'all know me, I was Christian. That's why I'm always talking about it, because that's what, I was. However, I don't see that as wrong. I don't see whether you're Catholic or any of that. It's not wrong. There are so many paths to the divine. There are so many ways to experience God, the divine within yourself, source, Allah. I don't dispute that truth. But is it the truth for you? And that's what you have to ask yourself. And this is what Spirit is asking you to ask yourself in this Aquarius season. Is this the truth for you? Does this honor you? Does this align with who you are? This career, this relationship, this belief, this, whatever spiritual teaching, whatever. It's just getting you to ask these questions of, does this align with my truth? Is this what's truly going to make me happy? And if it's not, am I willing to take the steps and do the things and really be my authentic self and really live in my truth to be happy? This Aquarius season is not playing. It's asking for boldness. It's asking for you to raise your hand, when everybody else in the room is keeping their hand down. But if you align with that, and if it's real with you, you better raise that hand. Okay? It's not playing. Because we are coming in a time and an age where your truth is the only thing that matters. And for you to live in your truth, and for you to allow that truth to rise no matter what that looks like to anybody else. This is like, I've heard about it. I've seen it. I've seen good and bad in it. But, most people don't really like to use the labels of the twin flame, or really don't feel like, that's true or that's accurate, or, this is more better than that. However, it's all about what aligns with you. When you think about it, when you have that experience, what does it do for you? That's the question that you got to ask yourself. I was talking to, a soul client of mine, and I was telling her, one of the things that I've really been embracing, within myself, and overcoming the fear of rejection is not to be afraid of the way that I love, and this big, beautiful heart, because the way that I love might not look like what everybody else loves like, or you know what I'm saying? They might think it's dumb as hell for me to love the way that I love, or to do what I'm doing. However, the only thing that matters to me is if I live in my truth. And I feel like this is what this Aquarius season is asking us, to live in our truth, no matter what that looks like to anybody. It says, the principle of polarity describes the dual nature of reality in such a way that overrides the very notion, stating that all truths are but half truths, and every truth is half false. Did you get that? This is why Spirit tells us don't judge, And I feel like coming into that notion, how people act and do the things that they do, we don't have to make it our reality. We don't have to make it our truth. But to understand that is their truth. And there is some truth to that because it's their truth. No one can live your truth. Only you can. It goes to say, the venomous energy, hope I said that word right, of dishonesty contracts the potential to be a creator within a consciously creative reality, as the space in which your soul orbits spirals into discord. So that means venomous energy of dishonesty. When you are not living in your truth, this is when everything is a discord. This is when there is no peace. When you are not living in truth and your truth. You notice that when you're doing something that doesn't feel okay with you, recently, I had to tell a person, a beautiful soul, but I had to be honest with myself, because sometimes we're so cautious of how other people feel in situations that in self-love, I am always reminded to ask myself, how do I feel in the situation? And if I don't feel okay, I cannot continue. You know what I'm saying? Because to continue is being dishonest. And then what's going to happen? What's going to spiral out of control? The discord. And that's when those tough, hard situations, lessons, cycles will keep repeating themselves. And I feel like right now we have a chance to bypass that by simply living in your truth. Okay? It says, in looking at a life of truth as an ideal to strive towards, let us be reminded of the serpent as the energetic metaphor. The serpent moves through life fluidly, following intuition, allowing its sense to guide its actions, and does not question movement, but rather follows its internal truth. As time goes by, the serpent sheds its skin, letting go of what is no longer necessary. So listen, maybe what worked for you back then don't work for you now. Okay? And it's time to shed that old skin, that old truth that you're still living by, that you're still doing, and it's time to move past it. You can even tie that into spirituality. That was one of the things when I had a great awakening, and like I told y'all, I was a praise and worship leader. All I knew was church, Monday through Sunday, sun up, sun down. Like, listen, and it wasn't anything wrong with that truth. And recently I actually returned. I feel like at that time, that's what I needed. But as I grew, as I advanced, as I was called into the ocean of grace by Yahshua, okay, I realized that, it's time for me to start a new journey. It's time for me to go higher. It's time for me to go deeper. Maybe that situation, place thing, spiritual, whatever, it got you to where you need to be. And now it's time to shift. Now it's time to align with your new truth, to live in a new truth. And that can be scary. But Aquarius is asking us, what are you willing to do to be happy? Are you willing to align with your truth? Are you willing to live in your truth? Not even align, live in your truth, because that's action. Are you willing to live in your truth? Okay. So let's see. Spirit, what energy is coming in? What energy is coming in with this new moon in Aquarius and this Aquarius season? What energy is coming in, Spirit? What energy is coming in? Did we see a card flip or was it me? I thought I did, guys. Okay. Well, if I did, we'll find it. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. Confidence to stand in your garden. The confidence to live in your truth. This is what this new moon in Aquarius and Aquarius season is bringing us, the confidence. Okay? And not just, when I say confidence, not a sense of false confidence. You know, not a fake it until you make it confidence. This is grounded. Pentacles, when I see pentacles, I see earth sign. I see grounded, rooted. Listen, when you are yourself, you don't have to spend time getting ready. You don't have to dress, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to dress up. You don't have to play a part. When you are you, your authentic self, you're already ready. You don't got to get ready. Feel like and for some, what I'm seeing this Nine of Pentacles, because a 9, you're almost at a 10. A 10 is completion. So I feel like you're almost there. I feel like this new moon Aquarius in this Aquarius season is going to bring you that lesson just to really get you to ground this, okay? To really get you to ground this confidence, to be who you are at your core. So with this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this is financial gain. The confidence to move forward in your career, in your business. Confidence, in your relationships, be it in love, career, within yourself. But this is how you obtain confidence in every area of your life, is first by mastering it within you. And how you do that is by you living solely in your truth. Okay, let's see what else. What else energies is this new moon in Aquarius bringing, Spirit? The Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords, because what did I say in the beginning? The four of Swords came out. And that's when you're really stuck in your head, overanalyzing, overthinking, can't really make a decision, indecision. This Queen of Swords is going to help you. The clarity is here. You know what it is. You know what it is that's working, and you know what it is that's not. You know what it is that you need to cut off. You need to leave it alone. And even cutting those things off within yourself. Because I don't know if I said this, but even with that individual where, they didn't come. I didn't even make it about them because it was bigger than them. The lesson was for me to get. And I feel like opportunities are going to show up. What's going to require you to look within you, because you can't control situations, people, places, things outside of you, but you can't control you. And when you realize that you're in control, or you're the creator of your reality. You can dictate what shows up in your reality, not somebody else's, but what shows up in yours. And I feel like you're granted the confidence to cut through whatever it is that you need to cut through, to stand up to whoever it is that you need to stand up to, even if that person is you. Okay? Cutting away. What doesn't serve you? What keeps you depleted? What keeps you of not standing in your Nine of Pentacles, standing in all the beauty that you are, that keeps you in this Three of Swords, this agony down here. Look at that. Again, forgive my nails. Three of Swords. That's pain to me. That's deep-rooted pain. You know, the Queen of Swords is here. You know, you're embodying who you are at your core, living in your truth to cut away what does not serve you anymore. Be it a person, place, thing, a belief within yourself, it doesn't matter. It's time for you to align. It's time for you to live your truth. And that's how the desires of your hearts are going to find you. And I know it sounds cliche or cheesy, but that is so true. How can you get what's really yours if you're not on the path of, you're not being your authentic self? You're wondering why you're getting what you're getting. You're not being your authentic self. You're not being your truth. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. The Two of Cups. Yes, it is divine love at its highest. And for some, this is a physical relationship. Love is really coming up. Okay? But also, what makes you happy? What do you love? What do you view as the Two of Cups? What brings you that fulfillment? And right after, we have the Sun. Okay? What brings you that? What brings you that fulfillment? What gives you that Two of Cups? Are you willing to look within yourself? And I feel like the universe is bringing you tests and bringing you lessons, and for you to look within yourself, for you to deal with that hurt that keeps you from the Two of Cups, that keeps you from the Sun. You're setting free your inner child, honey. Remember that root chakra. Your root chakra here. Getting wiping a slate clean, allowing your inner child, those dreams, those things that you wanted for yourself, for career, for love. Okay? This is what's going on. This is what this new moon in Aquarius is bringing to us in spirit. What guidance do you have for the beautiful soul? What do you want them to know? How can they maneuver these energies? Okay. How can they stay afloat? How can they excel? How can they just fall in sync, fall in flow? Work through your fears. And then we have, it's time to take action. It can't get no clearer than that. Work through your fears. Meditation, affirmations, so many things that you can do, but it is time to take action. One of the ways that I work through my fears, okay, and look right here, you are good enough, right here, with that Nine of Pentacles, knowing you're good enough to just face it head on, say what it is that you have to say. Go where it is that you have to go. Do what it is that you have to do. First, have that inner check with yourself. Have that inner conversation with yourself, and then do what it is. Do whatever it is that your intuition is guiding you to do, because there's action needed here. It's time to take action. Work through your fears. It's work through these illusions that keep you not seeing yourself good enough, that keeps you in anything that doesn't bring you joy, that keeps you in loveless relationships or loveless careers, or a loveless state within yourself. Look at this. We got surrender to the divine. Step out of your comfort zone. And we've been talking about this, stepping out of your comfort zone. All week long, we've been talking about that, stepping out of your comfort zone. Let's see. Surrender to the divine. What do they need to surrender to the divine, spirit? Hold on, guys. A card just flew. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So, when you get somewhere and you get in a hard space, the urge to give up. Spirit is saying to keep going. Surrender to the divine. Okay. What else? Listen, adversity on the bottom of the deck. I accept the challenges. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Sometimes You can't be happy because the things that make you happy require you to be vulnerable. It requires you to take a risk. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone. And because you don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because you're scared of the adversity, you don't want to accept the challenges. You don't want anything that challenges you. You can't grow. Even if everything is going dramatically well, it's still going to require you to take a risk to do something else. If you are hiding from risk and saying that you desire to be happy, that you desire, to have the desires of your heart, I want to say it can't happen. And I know that's ooh, until you face those fears, until you work through them, until you keep going, until you accept the challenge. That's what I'm seeing right now. See, what else do they need to surrender, Spirit? What else do they need to surrender? What else do they need to surrender? What else needs to be surrendered? Loneliness, the fear of loneliness. Here's what keeps a lot of people from launching, starting, doing, being, because no one wants to be the first. No one wants to be the one that's willing to do it by themselves. Before people catch on. You know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10, if you have an idea, if you're being guided, something on your intuition, not everybody's going to be on board. This is why you're on the fool's journey right now. And Spirit is asking you to pack a light. And loneliness is a part of that journey. Even if it, finding the love that you truly desire, that truly aligns with you. You're probably going to date, and do that, or just not date. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else. Forgiveness. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So letting go of what was to open up to what is and what will be. Because I feel like whatever you're holding or you're harboring onto, it's keeping you from being happy. And if you desire to be happy, you have to go to those places, and really shine that forgiveness light. Okay? And then listen, we got worry, surrender over worrying. We also have pride, okay? And we also have being at service. Surrendering these things to divine is going to help you to live in your truth. Come on. Let's see what else, Spirit. What outgoing messages do you have to the beautiful souls that is watching? It gets better. That's what Spirit wants you to know, my love. It gets better. Even though it might not feel like it, it gets better. Whatever you're facing, it gets better. And I feel like you're setting your inner child free. We have childhood here. By you really living your truth, by living in your truth, by honoring yourself, doing what it is that you want to do, you are moving away from, or you're healing inner child wounds. Okay? Let's see, Spirit, one more card. What would you like the beautiful soul to know that is watching this about this Aquarius season and new moon in Aquarius, Spirit? What would you like the beautiful soul to know that is watching this? Rest. Rest. A time to rest and a time to begin right here. There's a time to rest and a time to begin. And you'll know where you are. Because maybe, you got to take a rest. You got damn, got to take a breather. Got to go within, get quiet, rest, meditate, ground yourself, rejuvenate yourself, because it gets better. And I feel like by you doing that is really going to work on your inner child. And that's where you can begin. Okay? So, my love muffins, I hope that this message brought you clarity and understanding. It was such an honor to give it to my love muffins. I hope that you truly get all that this new moon in Aquarius and this Aquarius season has for you. Be bold, be yourself, live in your truth, all right? And the desires of your hearts will find you. I love you guys so freaking much, and I will catch you on my channel. As always, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and so much peace, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.